In today's video, I am going to revisit Seint Beauty makeup and talk about just a couple of other products and how I get my cream makeup to last all day. Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique Beauty, where we cover all things beauty and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. So I am not a Seint consultant. I am just a customer. I see them all the time on Instagram, all the time, or I see consultants all the time on Instagram. My favorite to follow is Karen Lean from 50 is a New 50 blog, and I would follow her on Instagram even if you're not interested in Seint makeup, that she'll probably make you interested in it, just because she is so delightful to watch and she does other makeup tips besides just how to apply her makeup. I did purchase the makeup or several things from the brand when it was Mascara Beauty. And like all my brushes are the old style from Mascara Beauty, but they did rebrand as Seint Beauty actually shortly after I made my first purchase. And so I have some that might have the Mascara Beauty logo and some that say Seint Beauty, but it is the same product, same people sell it. And I'm not sure if you've heard of a Seint Beauty, but here's a typical face palette. Their premise, it's all cream makeup, really lovely for mature skin. And their premise is, my palette looks kind of yucky, but their premise is that you apply your highlight, which is also your main foundation shade, your bronzer, and your actual highlighter in separately on your skin, and then you blend it all together so you're not layering cream makeup on top of cream makeup. You have each adhering to your skin directly, and then you kind of just dab it and blend it all together, and you get that dimensional look on your face without having a lot of makeup. And it does work. Okay, I'll say that. It works, it's beautiful, it's very natural, it's fast. When my first video came out, I had one of my best friends from college ask, Lisa, should I really buy it? And she did, and she's used it all up. And then I had a local friend here also ask me about it. She also purchased it. So it was a product that I would recommend to my close friends, and I still would recommend it. But cream makeup does require just a little bit more working with to get it to last longer. So we're going to talk just a little bit about that. Okay, so cream makeup, especially on my skin, I have normal to dry skin, but I touch my face a lot, and I really have to watch not touching my face when I'm wearing cream makeup because it can slip and slide a little bit more. So you do want to prep your skin. So what I normally do is I will put a primer, a gripping primer. I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip. Now, Seint Beauty sells all this stuff now. When I first started, I don't think they had like the primers, the setting sprays. It was just basically the actual makeup on the face. But they have a lot of other products now, but I've never tried them, so I can't talk about them. All right, so the makeup, or the primer has settled and set. And now I'm going to take the cream makeup. This is Mango, and this is you buy all your pans separate, you get color matched from a consultant. So this is Mango, Indigo, which is my foundation shade, Indigo, which is my bronzer, Candlelit, which is my highlight, and Icon, I think, is my dark summer shade that I can mix for my foundation. And so I'm just going to use their brush, because I always just use their brush when I use their makeup, but I'm going to use this round foundation brush, so you might already own a round foundation brush. And I am going to not apply it like they do, just in dots. I am just going to double tap, just small amounts, and apply on my face. Now I am somewhat ignoring the area where I know I'm going to put the contour. So you don't need to dig it in these pans. These pans are really little. Here's the little one so you can kind of see how tiny the pans are. But it's a lot of makeup because I'm not digging in, I'm just tapping the product on the brush and then just kind of stippling it, pressing it into the face instead of like swishing it back and forth. So you can see that this is a really beautiful finish. I mean, cream foundations are really yummy on mature skin. So this is a medium coverage, leaning light medium. I mean, I still see some of my darker hyperpigmentation. You can cover up the hyperpigmentation with the foundation. In fact, I think this is where I learned to put a slightly darker shade to cover your hyperpigmentation before you, this one's too dark, and then cover it with your regular shade, kind of using it like a color corrector. Okay, so now that I've got my foundation on, I am still going to press it into the skin using my Stands Out Beauty Sponge. You know, working it, you want to make sure you don't have too much in your, where your fine lines and wrinkles are. So you really want to make sure you press it in really well in those areas. Okay, so now that I've got it pressed in, I'm going to do my typical spray with a setting spray, and then I'm going to lock in the foundation with the setting spray, paying attention to this area, which is where I tend to touch my face. So that is my step one. Then I'm going to go back. I'm going to take their little contour brush. I love this shape of this contour brush. It's got a concealer brush on one end and the contour on the other. I'm going to tap into the contour. Tap it on my hand first because it can get dark. And I'm going to apply my contour shade. And I'm just going to do little stippling motions and kind of lifting, flicking high on the cheekbones. And then I'm going to take my foundation brush. I'm not going to put any more makeup on it, but I am going to just kind of stipple over it. And see how easy that was to blend? And if I have a little area that I think is too dark, I'll just touch it up with my finger. Okay, now we're going to do the cheek color. So these are the lip to cheek colors I have. This one is Black Cherry. This is my favorite. And then I have Ruby, which is a really pretty pink. Tropicana, which is a little coral, light kind of baby pink. And this one is, I think, called Sunshine State. It's kind of a duochrome. I don't even know if they still have this shade, but it's a gloss. So it doesn't give a lot of colors, but it is a gloss. Yeah, I think it's really pretty. So I'm going to take the big blush brush, which is on the other side of the foundation, and I'm going to kind of squeeze it and tap it in to this Black Cherry. See how bright it is. Same thing, tap off my arm. And then I'm going to tap it up on my cheekbone. Under my eyes a little bit. And flip it, same thing. I'm gonna wipe the foundation brush just a little bit because now it has the bronzer on it. And I'm gonna just still stipple it to blend in that blush. So you can see that the Black Cherry, even though it's such a dark color here, is really pretty on the cheeks. Another setting spray layer. This is how I get my cream makeup to last. All right, now some of my favorite products from Seint Beauty are their eyeshadows. They are soft and creamy and very, very pigmented. So I have a couple. Originally I bought these more neutral shades, kind of in that, you know, mauve-y plum tones that I love. And then later I added on these bright shades just to play around with. But we'll go to my favorite palette. So this shade right here is called Basic because it is a basic color that is just real pretty as a transition shade or a base, and because I use it on my eyes because I have the cream makeup there, so I want to just make sure that the eyeshadow is not going to stick anywhere. So I want this all over my lid and into the transition. Then I'm going to take this shade next to it. It's called Lullaby. And I am going to put it on the outer corner. You know what? I'm just going to use the big side. There is a lot of fallout on these shadows. Down, use my finger and use this, I don't remember what this color is called, Peppa, which is kind of my rose, frosted rose pink color, and I'm going to put that on the inner half of my eye. This is the same look that I do all the time. You can see how super pigmented these are though. Off my brush and kind of blend it all together. And that's it. So I could take, you know, this lighter shade if I wanted and put it up here. I normally don't go for pinks and white shades up under my brow though. I just let my natural skin tone shine through, but we'll just do it today. And that's just a really super natural eye look. Again, they now sell eyeliners and all kinds of different shades, but I am going to use my Charlotte Tilbury, my Duo eyeliner pencil, because this brown side is really, I think it's the Nudes Duo. I really like this brown. Oh, and what you didn't see me use is the highlight color, because I usually will do concealer when I'm trying to get a really heavy full face look. But if I'm going for a real light natural look, a lot of times I won't use concealer. But I will today, just to kind of show you how to brighten. So you use the concealer end of this dual brush. Take the highlight shade. And I'm going to tap it under my eye. Right here, going up, give myself a little eye lift. Okay, but I think it did give a little bit of brightening. And I'm just gonna put a little more blush right here. All right, we're almost done. I'm gonna just use the same color on my lips. And then I'm going to go over it with this gloss. All right, I'm not going to use the mascara that I always use because I love it so much. I'm going to use this Lancome Le 8 Hypnotose because I need to experiment with some more mascaras. Okay, one coat looks good. Not thick enough. Not clumpy at all though. I do like that. My lashes are really separated. Two more things before we're done. I'm just going to press in some setting powder on the cream makeup, and then I will spray it with a setting spray. I'm using the Wayne Goss Weightless. All right, my final spray is going to be with the Urban Decay All Nighter. It is very, very skin-like. It is a beautiful, it's not dewy, but very natural looking finish. It has been layered multiple times with a setting spray, so I know it's going to last for hours and hours. And it really is easy to use. And if I was traveling, I could just take my eyeshadow palette and the face palette, and this is all the makeup that I would need to carry. So anyways, I'm impressed. So if you've ever wondered, when you see a lot of those Instagram reels or TikToks or stories, YouTube stories, whether or not it really works or if it's just really good marketing, it is really good marketing, but the makeup is really lovely also. Okay, that's it for today's video. All the shades that I used will be listed in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.